This is Severe MMA, and we're at the Dinky Ninja Fight Team, the higher level, James Doolan's gym, and we're here with Danny Henry, and you got a big fight coming up at EFC for their featherweight title. I think it's probably fair to say that in terms of the UK, you're flying underneath the radar a little bit. So first off, tell us a little bit about who you are as a fighter.
I'm Danny Henry. My pro record at the moment stands at 6-1. I've been training here for about 8 months now, and came on leaps and bounds. James is a great coach.
Only the last 8 months with Deanna. Who were you with before then? Where did you train?
Initially, I trained in. I live in Edinburgh, so I trained with Headhunters Martial Arts before moving here in January. Best move I've made in my MMA career.
Obviously, I'm going to ask the question, and I mean no disrespect to the gym that you came from, but what's the big difference? What's the fundamental difference that made you make that change?
Everything, to be honest with you. Level of coaching, level of sparring partners, the organisation in the gym, it's just second to none. There's not a better facility in the UK as far as I'm concerned.
It's certainly watching you guys train. It seems that you don't hold any quarters. It's hard work the whole time. Who here pushes you? You're thinking of the guys you're training with the fight team. Who here's the guy you go, oh man, I got to do some rounds with him?
There's at least 3 or 4 guys. Honestly, on my way into the gym, I'm just like, I'm dreading these rounds. Stevie Ray, obviously, he's in the UFC. He's on a tear. A guy, Graham Turner, he's a featherweight. He's incredible, like really high level. As far as I'm concerned, he should be in the UFC. Like, he's real good. Martin Delaney, Kieran Malone, like, so much experience on the mat here. We've got judo players like Ian Feenan, a British champion. Like, there's just someone to give you problems in every aspect in this gym, and that's what I love. I love chasing them.
And of course, that means potentially you're going to cause some problems for the champion. Tell me a little bit about his game, and again, because the EFC probably isn't as well known as it should be, it's a good organisation out of South Africa. Tell us a little bit about the champ.
He's good. He's a tall, similar sort of frame to myself. He's got a rangy game, some nice striking. He seems to have a lot of submission wins. I don't know how much power he's got. He's got no KOs or TKO stoppages. Tends to be submissions. He looks good, fit. It'll be a tough test, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm pretty confident I'm going to come home with gold.
I said before that it's probably fair to say that you fly underneath the radar in terms of the UK. Is that a blessing or a curse? That's something that, lights a fire in your belly. You will know my name, or is it something because, just keep overlooking me and I'll keep winning? That's
more or less it. I like to sort of keep my head underground. I'm not a big fan of the sort of media stuff. I don't post a lot on Facebook. I haven't got an athlete's page or nothing like that. I just like to get in and get the job done. It sort of releases the pressure. I think when you're going out there and you're making all these bold statements, you put a bit of weight on your back, and well, you look a bit daft if you can't pull it off. So I like to just go in and fight.
So my next question is, so what message have you got for the EFC fans and for your opponent? It's going to be a PC one, or are you there to knock them out, break their hearts, and take home the belt?
I'm definitely going to try and break their hearts. He's the champion. He's a well-liked guy. They reckon he's a pound-for-pound best guy in the EFC. So I'll be looking forward to a few boos on the 3rd of October. But I'm no stranger. I've already fought 2 South Africans and had the boos. So bring it.
And that's at 6-1. You 3 fights in Africa's largest promotion. It's one of the largest on this side of the pond for sure. How does that help prepare you for? Is this good preparation for the next steps that you want to take? How is EFC as a show?
It's massive, like the production level, and again the organisation of the show's really good. So if I was ever to make a transition over to the big shows, I'm used to the lights, I'm used to the big crowds, I'm used to the cameras, so it's going to make my transition a bit easier.
What is the end game for Danny Henry? 7 fights into a pro career, that's still relative, and a young guy, prick. What's the end game for you? Is it, is you looking at guys like Stevie Ray going, that's what I want. I want a taste of that league, and I want to go even further.
Absolutely. I think everybody in this gym looks at Stevie and looks up to him and looks at what he's achieved, and would love to have a slice of that. But I'm not going to put a lot of pressure on myself. I'm just going to take each fight as it goes, and if I end up in Stevie's position, then fantastic. If not, I'll be happy.
October 3rd, and we won't look past your opponent, but you get the title. No longer are you the guy looking to pick opponents. You're going to have the bullseye on. Where do you see who are some of the names from EFC that you figure will be in contention should you win that title?
I think Wesley Hawkey was one of the guys. He's one of the more experienced guys in the division, but he just lost his last fight. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest with you.
My next question is, does it matter?
Nah, I'm not fussed, to be honest. We'll just take each fight as it comes. I'm pretty confident I can beat anybody in the division.
Last question, and we'll let you go. You know, we've been in Scotland for a couple of days. We've talked to, you know, a lot of the guys at the Grip House in here. But what does the Dinky Ninjas fight team mean to Scottish MMA? Because for us outside, Dinky Ninjas is Scottish MMA.
Yeah.
What does it feel like on the inside?
It's exactly that. There's no team that's pushing Scottish MMA as well as the Dinkies are. They've been doing it for years. They've always been at the forefront, and it's a reason like guys like myself transition over from other teams. Realistically, if you're looking to go anywhere, you need to be training with guys like Stevie, coaches like James, Paul McVeigh and stuff like that. They're the only guys that have got the experience to take you where you need to go. So yeah, if you're training anywhere else and you've got an aspiration of becoming a pro fighter at Scotland, you need to be at the Dinky Ninjas.